need to hear this if you're a festival fanatic. We're diving into some awesome Diwali facts. Diwali isn't just about fireworks and sweets. Did you know that it's celebrated by over 1 billion people worldwide? That's a lot of lights. But wait, there's more. In some parts of India, people play a game called Pachisi during Diwali, which is basically an ancient version of Ludo. Talk about a game night with history. And here's a sweet fact. During Diwali, families exchange tons of sweets and snacks, including laddus and jalebis. Yum! Fun fact. Some people even believe that the more sweets you share, the sweeter your year will be. So next Diwali, remember these fun facts and share them with your friends. Because festivals are always better with a little extra sparkle.
Why are there not more people talking about these crazy Fortnite facts? Buckle up because you're about to find out. Did you know Fortnite was almost a zombie survival game? Yep, before the Battle Royale mode took over, it was all about fighting off hordes of creepy zombies. Imagine that. And here's one for the history buffs. Fortnite's map originally had no named locations. No tilted towers, no Pleasant Park, just a bunch of unnamed spots. Crazy, right? Ever wondered why the battle bus flies? The developers thought it was a cool twist on the usual helicopter or plane. And let's be honest, it's way more fun. Oh, and if you think the dances are just for laughs, think again. Some of them are inspired by real-life viral dance moves. So, next time you're doing the floss, thank the internet. Lastly, Fortnite holds the record for the most simultaneous players, over 15 million. That's more people than the population of some small countries. So, how many of these did you know?
Watch this if you struggle with staying inspired. Ratan Tata's story is packed with surprises that'll blow your mind. Fact number 1. Did you know Ratan Tata is a trained pilot? He's not just steering businesses to success, he's also flown a fighter jet. Number 2. He once turned down a job offer from IBM. Talk about betting on yourself. Here's a fun one. Ratan Tata loves dogs. He even has a kennel at the Tata headquarters. Fact 4. He made Tata Motors the first Indian company to list on the New York Stock Exchange. And get this, he's an Instagram sensation with over 1 million followers. Not bad for a guy who resisted social media for years. Ready for more?
Shift into high gear. Here are some crazy Fast and Furious facts. All right, car enthusiasts, did you know the original Fast and Furious movie was inspired by a magazine article? Yep, it was all about illegal street racing in New York City, and here's a fun one. Vin Diesel wasn't even the first choice to play Dominic Toretto. They considered Timothy Olyphant, but he turned it down. Imagine that. Next, let's talk cars. The iconic orange Toyota Supra from the first movie. It sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $550,000. Talk about a sweet ride. Oh, and you know those epic car stunts? Most of them are real. The producers actually wrecked over 230 cars during the filming of Fast and Furious 7 alone. Ouch! And here's a wild twist. Did you know that Paul Walker, who played Brian O'Connor, was a professional race car driver in real life? No wonder he looked so cool behind the wheel. So next time you watch Fast and Furious, remember these crazy facts and impress your friends.
If you think you know Bollywood, think again. These facts will blow your mind. Did you know that Shah Rukh Khan has a phobia of horses? Yep, the king of romance prefers cars over carriages. And speaking of royalty, Aishwarya Rai was offered a role in Troy alongside Brad Pitt. She turned it down. Can you imagine? Here's a quirky one. Amitabh Bachchan's wax statue at Madame Tussauds has its own security guard. Talk about star power. Ever wondered why Bollywood movies are so colorful? It's because Indian filmmakers love to use vibrant hues to express emotions. More color, more drama. Oh, and get this. Bollywood produces over 1,000 films every year. That's double the number made in Hollywood.
Think you know everything about the Jenners? Think again. First up, did you know Kendall Jenner has a phobia of tiny holes? Yep, it's called trypophobia. And Kylie? She almost named her daughter Posey. Can you imagine the headlines? Now, Courtney might be all about that organic life, but Kris? She's a closet fast food lover. Her favorite? In-N-Out Burger. And let's talk about Caitlyn Jenner. Before she was an Olympic gold medalist, she was a vacuum cleaner salesman. True story. Oh, and get this. Kendall has a secret talent. She's a skilled photographer and has even shot campaigns for major fashion brands. Lights, camera, Kendall. Lastly, did you know Kylie's middle name is Kristen? Named after her mom, Kris. Aw, family love. So, what's your favorite Jenner
I'm sure
secret?
you've heard the news, but have you heard these fun facts about Donald Trump? Let's dive in. First up, Trump owned the New Jersey Generals in the 1980s. Yep, a whole football team. And get this, he even tried to move the NFL season to the spring. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out. Next, did you know Trump has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? It's for his role in The Apprentice. You're fired. Oh, and speaking of TV, Trump once made a cameo in Home Alone 2. That's right, he gave Kevin directions in the Plaza Hotel. Now that's a Christmas classic. Here's a quirky one. Trump is a germaphobe. He reportedly hates shaking hands. I guess he was ahead of the curve on social distancing. Lastly, Trump has his own board game called Trump the Game. It came out in 1989, and the slogan was, "It's not whether you win or lose, but whether you win." Classic Trump, right? And that's it for today's Trump trivia.
Because we're diving into some mind-blowing facts about India. India isn't just the land of spices and Bollywood. This place is like a treasure chest of surprises. First off, India's got the world's only floating post office in Kashmir. Imagine mailing your postcards while floating on a lake, and it doesn't stop there. Ever heard of a village that speaks in whistling? Welcome to Kongthong in Meghalaya. Every person has a unique whistle. It's like living in a musical. Oh, and here's a yummy fact. India is the largest producer of mangoes. Think of all those delicious mango smoothies. Mango heaven, anyone? Lastly, let's talk about the Kumbh Mela. It's a festival so huge it's visible from space. Millions of people gather together. Now that's what I call a party. So next time you think you know India, remember these wild facts. Adventure awaits at every corner. Keep exploring, travel buffs.
If you're a politics enthusiast, you need to know these fascinating insights about Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi's governance style is unique. He's known for promoting voices that align with his party's ideology. Did you know the BJP has set up alternative think tanks to support their viewpoints? These think tanks often sideline established intellectuals who disagree. Despite not winning a majority in the 2024 election, Modi's BJP still holds significant power. This shows a mix of support for his agenda and a call for democratic values. It's a complicated political landscape, to say the least. And get this, a viral video trying to link Modi to Trump's recent US election win, totally debunked. It highlights how important it is to verify information and rely on credible sources. So next time you hear about Narendra Modi, you'll know there's more to the story.
Why do 70% of new political candidates struggle on their first run? Let's find out through the story of Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris's 2024 presidential campaign was a roller coaster. She started with high hopes and big dreams but faced some serious challenges. One major hiccup, differentiating herself from President Biden. On The View, she hesitated to set herself apart, which didn't help her cause. But Harris didn't give up. She showed resilience with a powerful speech in Washington and even popped up on Saturday Night Live. Despite record-breaking fundraising and high-profile endorsements, the campaign stumbled in key battleground states. After her concession call to Trump, she delivered a heartfelt speech at Howard University. Though she didn't win, Harris's campaign highlighted her perseverance and passion for public service. Who knows what's next?
Everybody loves a good scare. But can you handle these creepy facts? Did you know that in Victorian England, people used to take photos with their deceased loved ones? They called it memento mori, and it was their way of remembering the dead. In Japan, there's a forest called Aokigahara, also known as the Suicide Forest. It's infamous for being a haunting ground where many have taken their own lives. Ever heard of the Dyatlov Pass incident? In 1959, 9 Russian hikers died mysteriously in the Ural Mountains. Their tent was ripped open from the inside and some were found with strange injuries, like missing tongues and eyes. And finally, the Winchester Mystery House in California. It's a labyrinth of staircases leading to nowhere and doors that open into walls. Built by Sarah Winchester, who believed it would trap the spirits of those killed by her husband's invention, the Winchester rifle. Spooky enough for you? Sleep tight.
You didn't know these insane facts about the B-2 stealth bomber? Buckle up, this flying marvel is not just a plane, it's a ghost in the sky. The B-2 can sneak past enemy radar like a ninja thanks to its unique shape and special coating. And guess what? Its wingspan is longer than a basketball court. But here's the kicker, it can fly over 6,000 miles without needing to refuel. That's like flying from New York to Tokyo in one go. And it's not just about distance, the B-2 can carry a whopping 40,000 pounds of bombs, so that's like carrying 20-gram pianos on a stealthy mission. Plus, it's so advanced it costs about $2 billion each. Yeah, you heard that right. Billion with a B. So next time you see a B2, remember, it's not just a plane. It's a high-tech, billion-dollar ghost with some serious skill.
Wish I knew about the Toyota Supra before becoming a car enthusiast. Spoiler alert, it's awesome. So did you know the Toyota Supra originally started as a Celica spin-off? Yup, back in the late 70s, the first Supra was born as the Celica Supra. And get this, the Supra's iconic 2JZ engine. It's so durable and powerful that it's a favorite in the tuning world. People push these engines to over 1,000 horsepower. Talk about a beast on wheels. Here's a fun one. The 4th Gen Supra was actually banned in the UK for a while. Why? It was too fast for its own good. Imagine being so cool, you're illegal. Oh, and remember that epic orange Supra from the Fast and the Furious? That car single-handedly boosted the Supra's popularity to legendary status. It's like the Jennifer Aniston of cars, always a classic. So there you have it, folks. The Toyota Supra isn't just a car, it's a legend on wheels.
If you think the Porsche 911 is just a car, think again. It's an icon. Let's turbocharge your knowledge with some fun facts. Did you know the Porsche 911 has been around since 1964? That's over half a century of pure automotive awesomeness, and speaking of longevity, the original 911 design has barely changed. Why mess with perfection, right? It was supposed to be the 901, but Peugeot had dibs on all numbers with a 0 in the middle, so they flipped the script and voila, the 911 was born. It's not just a car, it's a legend on wheels. From racetracks to city streets, the 911 continues to captivate hearts and minds. And there you have it, some fun facts about the Porsche 911 that make it more than just a car. It's a timeless masterpiece. Hold on to your seats, because we're about to dive into the wild world of the Koenigsegg Jesko. Named after the founder's dad, the Jesko isn't just a car, it's a rocket ship on wheels. With a top speed over 300 miles per hour, it's faster than your internet connection on a good day. And get this, the Jesko's engine pumps out 1,600 horsepower. That's like strapping 1,600 horses under your hood. But wait, there's more. This beast also features a 9-speed transmission with a revolutionary multi-clutch system. Translation, shifts so smooth they'd make butter jealous. And those doors, they don't just open, they spread their wings like a majestic eagle ready to soar. So, next time someone asks what the epitome of automotive perfection looks like, just tell them the Koenigsegg Jesko. It's not just a car, it's a supercar legend in the making.
If your car knowledge is missing these Bentley facts, you're probably a newbie. Let's fix that. All right, gearheads. First up, did you know the famous Bentley logo has a hidden meaning? The wings symbolize speed, but the number of feathers can tell you if it's a Bentley or a Rolls-Royce. Next time you spot one, count them. And get this, the first Bentley ever built had an engine designed just like an airplane. Talk about taking off. Here's a juicy one. Bentley was once owned by Rolls-Royce, then by Volkswagen. It's like the ultimate automotive soap opera. Oh, and that luxurious leather interior. It takes 18 cows to make the leather for one Bentley. That's some serious moolah. So next time you see a Bentley, remember, it's not just a car, it's a conversation starter. I will never look at fighter jets the same after learning this. You? The F-5 jet, folks. It's like the James Bond of fighter planes. First off, this bad boy can zoom at speeds over 1,000 miles per hour. That's faster than your pizza delivery, guaranteed. But wait, there's more. The F-5 can pull off some killer aerobatics. Imagine doing flips and spins in midair. It's the gymnast of the skies. And did you know it's been around since the 1960s? Yeah, it's got some serious staying power. Here's a fun one. Pilots say flying the F-5 was like riding a roller coaster. Minus the cotton candy, of course. Oh, and it's a movie star too. You've seen it in Top Gun. Maverick would be proud. So next time you see an F-5, give it a nod. It's one cool jet with a ton of stories to tell.
Stop driving boring cars. Discover the amazing Volkswagen Virtus instead. This sleek sedan isn't just a pretty face. It's packed with cool features that'll make you the envy of the parking lot. First up, the Virtus has a digital cockpit. That's right, no more squinting at tiny dials. You get a crystal clear display for all your driving info. Next, the infotainment system is like having a co-pilot who knows all the best tunes and shortcuts. And let's talk about space. Need to haul your latest flea market finds? The Virtus has got a trunk big enough to fit a small circus. Plus, with its turbocharged engine, You'll go from 0 to wow, that was fast in no time. So if you're looking to upgrade your ride, the VW Virtus is the way to go. Go ahead, take it for a spin.
Why do 90% of Brits always carry an umbrella? Spoiler alert! It's not just about the weather, let's uncover some fun UK facts. Did you know the Brits consume over 165 million cups of tea every single day? That's enough to fill about 20 Olympic swimming pools. The UK is home to over 30 distinct regional accents. Speaking of confusing, the UK is known for its quirky place names. Fancy a trip to a village called Lunfair Bulgwyn-Gill? Finally, let's end with a bang. The Queen's official residence, Buckingham Palace, has its own ATM. Because why not? The UK is full of surprising, quirky, and downright fascinating facts. Ready to book your ticket yet? The UK awaits with open arms and endless adventures. From vibrant festivals to charming markets, there's always something to explore.
This is going to blow your mind. The F-16 fighter jet is a true marvel of aviation. Known as the Fighting Falcon, the F-16 is one of the most versatile and powerful jets in the sky. Did you know it can reach speeds over 1,500 miles per hour? That's twice the speed of sound, and it's not just fast. This jet can pull off high-G maneuvers that leave other aircraft in the dust. With a combat radius of over 500 miles, it can strike deep into enemy territory and return home safely. The F-16 is equipped with state-of-the-art avionics and advanced targeting systems, making it a formidable foe in any dogfight. Plus, its lightweight design and powerful engine ensure unmatched agility. Here's a fun fact. The F-16 has been a vital part of air forces around the world for over 40 years. Its adaptability and reliability are legendary. So next time you see an F-16 soaring through the sky, remember, you're witnessing a piece of aviation history in action. Buckle up! Let's dive into some jaw-dropping facts about the Audi R8. First up, did you know the Audi R8 is basically a superhero? It shares DNA with the Lamborghini Huracan. Here's another cool one. The R8's V10 engine can rev up to an ear-piercing 8,700 revolutions per minute. That's faster than some of your favorite roller coasters. And get this, the R8 was the first production car with full LED headlights. Yep, it was lighting up the night before it was cool. The R8 isn't just about speed and looks. It's got brains too. The Quattro all-wheel drive system means it can handle corners like a dream. Oh, and did you know Tony Stark drove an R8 in the first Iron Man movie? Now that's what I call a stamp of approval. So, what do you think? Are you ready to take a spin in an Audi R8?
I will never look at my savings account the same way after learning this. What do billionaires spend their money on? Let's dive in. Forget designer handbags and fancy cars. How about a private island complete with its own airport? Yep, Richard Branson owns one. Then there's the gold-plated Rolls-Royce of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. Because, of course, regular Rolls-Royces are just too boring. But wait, it gets crazier. Mukesh Ambani. He's got a 27-story skyscraper in Mumbai as his home. It's got a movie theatre, a snow room, and even 3 helipads. And if you think that's wild, Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal has a custom Airbus A380. That's right, his own flying palace with a concert hall and a Turkish bath. So the next time you think your neighbour's new car is cool, just remember there's a whole different level of luxury out there. Buckle up, aviation fans! It's time to explore the legendary MiG-21. The MiG-21 is a legend in the sky. Did you know it first flew in 1955? That's nearly 70 years ago, and it's still in service today in some countries. With over 11,000 units built, it's one of the most produced jet fighters ever. This jet can reach speeds of up to Mach 2.0, that's twice the speed of sound, and it can climb to 18,000 meters in just a few minutes. The MiG-21 has seen action in conflicts all over the world, proving its durability and versatility. From dogfights to ground attack missions, it's done it all. So, next time you think of iconic jets, remember the MiG-21. It's not just a plane, it's a flying legend.
I'm sure you've heard the news. The IPL is the biggest cricket party on the planet. But did you know these cool facts? First up, the IPL is the only cricket league where every single match is watched by millions around the world. Talk about a full house. And get this, Lalit Modi, the brain behind the IPL, launched it in 2008. Within a decade, it became one of the richest sports leagues globally. Here's a quirky one. The strategic timeout. It's like a cricket version of a coffee break, where teams huddle and strategize while we grab snacks. Oh, and did you know the IPL has its own Fair Play Award? Yep, it's not just about winning, but also playing the gentleman's game. So next time you watch, remember, there's more to the IPL than meets the eye.
If you think gas-powered cars are forever, think again. 2024 just threw us a curveball. That's right, folks. In a jaw-dropping twist, 2024 marks the surprising end of gas guzzlers. Governments worldwide just announced no more new gas-powered cars. Can you believe it? We're shifting gears to electric, hybrid, and even hydrogen. So, what happens to your beloved V8? Hold on to it like a classic vinyl record because it's now a true collector's item. The future is electric and it's rolling in fast. Who knew? Time to plug in, power up, and embrace the electrifying ride ahead. Ready to join the revolution? Let's hit the road. The era of gas is ending, and a new dawn of clean energy is upon us. Imagine a world where every drive is a step towards a greener planet. The automotive industry is transforming, and we're all part of this exciting journey. With technology at our fingertips, the transition is smoother than ever, so buckle up and get ready for an electrifying future. The road ahead is bright.
Buckle up, aviation fans. Time to explore the mighty Tupolev 295. The Tupolev 295, also known as the Bear, is a marvel of Soviet engineering. First taking flight in 1952, it's one of the fastest propeller-driven aircraft in the world. With its 4 powerful turboprop engines, it can reach speeds up to 575 miles per hour. But that's not all. The 295 has an impressive range of over 8,000 miles, making it perfect for long-range missions. Its distinct loud propeller noise earned it the nickname Russian Bear Roar. And here's a fun fact, it's still in service today. That's over 70 years of flight history. So, next time you hear that roar in the sky, you'll know it's the legendary 295.
Not stirred. Time for some James Bond trivia that'll blow your mind. Fact 1. Did you know the iconic 007 code number was inspired by a real-life spy? Fact 2. Sean Connery wore a toupee in all his Bond films. Fact 3. The famous line, Bond, James Bond, was ad-libbed. Fact 4. The Bond franchise is the longest-running film series ever. Fact 5. Goldfinger's laser scene was originally written with a buzzsaw. Fact 6. Bond's favorite car, the Aston Martin, features insane gadgets, including an ejector seat. Fact 7. There's a secret recipe for the perfect martini, and Bond's favorite is the Vespa. Fact 8. Roger Moore has the most Bond films under his belt. Fact 9. The Bond theme was composed in just one afternoon. Fact 10. Daniel Craig's blue trunks in Casino Royale caused a fashion frenzy. How many of these did you know? If you love Keanu Reeves but haven't watched John Wick, what are you even doing? Let's catch you up. John Wick isn't just an action-packed movie, it's a cultural phenomenon. Did you know Keanu Reeves did 90% of his own stunts? That's right, he's not just acting, he's kicking butt for real. And check this out, Keanu trained with real Navy SEALs to get those moves down. Talk about dedication. And here's a fun one. The script was written in just 2 months. That's faster than it takes most of us to finish a Netflix series. Oh, and John Wick's dog? That adorable beagle was played by a dog named Andy. Not bad for a pup with only 3 days of training. So next time you watch John Wick, remember, it's not just a movie, it's Keanu's playground. Buckle up because we're about to soar through the story of the legendary BF-109. The BF-109 wasn't just any fighter plane, it was a game changer. Designed by Willy Messerschmitt in the 1930s, this sleek bird became the backbone of the Luftwaffe. It first took to the skies in 1935 and quickly proved its mettle in the Spanish Civil War. By the time II raged on, the BF-109 was a symbol of air superiority. With over 33,000 units produced, it was the most manufactured fighter plane in history. Pilots loved its speed and agility, making it a formidable opponent in dogfights. From the Battle of Britain to the Eastern Front, the BF-109 left an indelible mark on aviation history. So next time you see a BF-109 in a museum or an air show, remember you're looking at a true legend of the skies. Stop playing the same old games. Check out these must-play titles in 2024 instead. First up, we've got Galactic Quest. This space adventure will have you exploring new planets and battling aliens. Next, Mystic Realms is perfect for fantasy lovers. Craft spells, team up with friends, and conquer mythical beasts. Cyber Chase is a high-speed thrill ride through a neon-soaked city. Think you can outrun the cyber cops? Then there's Dungeon Raiders, a classic dungeon crawler with a modern twist. Gather your party and loot epic treasures. Lastly, Robo Revolution puts you in the middle of a robot uprising. Customize your bot, join the fight, and reclaim the future. So what are you waiting for? Grab your controllers and jump into these epic adventures. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow for more gaming goodness.